So welcome everybody. Today, this is our very first podcast, and we have Gina Tng here. So Gina is my good friend, and she's also her dog. So Gina is a very successful real estate agent in Singapore, one of the top few realtors. And today, you just want to interview her to kind of get a sense of what it's like to be what it takes to be a top realtor in the industry, and also what life lessons can she share with us.
Okay.
Yeah, so say hi, Gina. Yeah, so Gina, what was your life like before you got into real estate?
So for me, I graduated from NTU. So after I graduated, I came into real estate, and it has been since 2010. So I've been an agent since 2010 until now.
So you were studying. What got you into real estate?
Okay, so basically for me, I have always wanted freedom, and during my university days, I realized that I don't want to end up being an engineer. So in the end, I took up a sales job where I can have the flexibility of time and I can travel as and when I want. So the main reason of actually choosing real estate is because I feel it's a less pushy form of sales rather than other forms where you are pushing somebody to buy a product which they may not necessarily need. So for real estate, it's something that everybody needs. Yeah, it's just a matter at which stage of their lives.
So how was it like at the start of your journey? Was it difficult? Was it easy?
Honestly, it wasn't easy initially because a fresh graduate out of university, you don't really have the connections, and you have to turn to the cold market. So I'm not born in a rich family, so it has to be on my own. I have to build my clientele base, yeah, from zero. So from the start, I did a lot of prospecting. So I have to be out there, meeting new people and building the credibility, building the trust that people have in me as a new agent. Especially, it wasn't easy. So throughout the years, I've actually served many landlords. Yeah, and during the first few years, I was purely doing rental. So I was a little bit afraid to step out, and I was always in my comfort zone, doing something that I'm comfortable with. But subsequently, I realized that there's a limit to how much I can earn also. So after my 5th year, I started doing sales. So it was only from my 5th year onwards, I started doing more sales. And then subsequently, I started to close more, new launches, all that. So from a rental agent to a resale agent, and then to a new launch agent.
So it's like more of a journey. You acquired the skills as a rental agent, and then you used it for
In
your
fact,
resale.
doing rental was really tough during those years. Like I have to clock like 80 to 100 deals a year in order to earn more than 200K. Yeah, so during my first 5 years, it was really, really tough for me. I had to work really hard. I have to serve landlords, tenants, and there were a lot of issues that I have to face. I need to settle a lot of errands all on my own, and I didn't engage a PA. Everything was on my own.
So what made you stick with real estate at the beginning when it was so tough? Like, did you feel like giving up at any point, or like was it the only way?
It wasn't, something that I want to give up halfway. It was more like a lifelong career for me. So despite all the challenges, I never thought about leaving the industry. So it has always been real estate. And personally, I love seeing nice houses, going to different houses, meeting new people. So it wasn't a job to me, more like a passion.
Right. So at the start and up to now, you were mostly doing your own thing, right? And I know recently, like, started building a team and everything. Like, what made you make the transition to building a team, or was it part of the journey?
during my earlier years, it was purely doing sales, but subsequently, I want to change for myself also to take up more roles as a leader and also to help new agents do something that they are passionate about and to achieve success in the industry. Because I know it's definitely not easy. So definitely, if I can tell them the direction and guide them in the way that they should be focusing on, it can save them a lot of time instead of bumping into so much obstacles along the way. They can have a clearer direction and vision.
So when would you say was your like best year, or like when did your career start like really skyrocketing or picking up, or like becoming so effortless, or would you call it effortless?
I would say it was about 8 years back.
Wow.
Yeah, I attended a camp. So it was a life-changing camp for me.
Ooh.
Yeah, it basically made me more focused and more driven as well, knowing what I want to achieve in my life. So I had a vision like how much I want to earn and within how long. So that was something that triggered me to achieve within that time frame.
Was it a real estate camp, or was it like a self-development camp?
It was a camp organized by ERA.
Okay, so for those who don't know, ERA is the company that Gina is in, and she's always like one of the top 5 to 10 producers every single year. No pressure for the last few years, that she's clocked over $1 million or more.
For the last 7 years.
For the last 7 years? Oh,
Yes.
okay, look at that.
Yeah.
Amazing. So what struggles do you have initially, or what are some of the biggest struggles you faced as an agent over the years?
I mean, in the very beginning, it's definitely, having no resources, no savings, no experience. So I had to attend a lot of lessons. Yeah, even till today, I'm still continuously learning because I feel that the industry is always evolving. So I need to keep up to the changes. Example, engaging different vendors to do different kinds of marketing. And myself, I need to learn how to do digital marketing using AI platforms. During my years, the earlier years as an agent, it wasn't so much on the digital marketing. So it was more like conventional marketing and all, but it was after COVID, people started to look into videos and all that. So we had to adapt to the changes. We have to be out there, not just as a real estate agent, but as a marketer to market different products in different manner.
Would you say it's easier to do real estate now or before, or no changes?
I think it is definitely more competitive now, definitely, because there are so many agents out there. But how do you stand out as an agent? The values you have, the way you do this business, whether you have integrity, whether you keep to your values. Because some of them, they want shortcuts, shortcuts to success. But to me, it is really building a long-term career. A good reputation is super important. It's something that money can't buy. So we should always focus on the right things and doing what is best for our clients instead of having, fast money, but yet it's like a hit and run case. So I rather build on my reputation and build on the credibility more than the amount of commission I can receive.
Right. So for someone who might be considering stepping into real estate, what advice can you give them, or who is suitable for the job or not suitable for the job?
To me, a person who can achieve is someone who has a very strong mindset. And of course, you must have empathy. You must care for people. It's a people-to-people business. So it's not just about, having knowledge. Knowledge is definitely important, but it's also about how people relate to you, whether you genuinely care for them. Are you protecting their interests, or is it just for the commission? So definitely people can sense whether you are genuine or not. So I feel the real the top achievers are usually those that customers can really trust. It's not about the number of years, but how genuine you are and how honest you are as an agent. So even if you are fresh in the industry, you are genuine, you want the best for your customers, they definitely would rather you handle the deal for them rather than somebody more experienced, but maybe all for the money, you know.
Right.
Yeah, so definitely it will be tough in the earlier years, but I feel that with persistence and always being updated to different marketing platforms, updated to current affairs, updated to the latest, regulations, or that you have to be there, to give your customers the best advice that they should be receiving.
Because yeah.
That is important.
So for someone who comes to real estate, most people would say like, I think most of us are talked into or maybe recommended by our friends, or maybe they see social media posts of people's commissions, their monthly earnings, and it's quite impressive, right? So a lot of people will quit their jobs to join, and then maybe realize that it's actually quite a lot of how do you say, a steep learning curve, I would say, right? So what advice do you have to give them?
I definitely feel that the amount of efforts that you put in must be more than other people. You definitely need to work very hard. Yeah, because some people tell me, even if you work hard, it doesn't mean that you get success. It doesn't mean that you will close a deal. But to me, the harder you work, the luckier you get. You are opening up more opportunities for yourself when you work harder. So definitely there's a lot of hard work, discipline, focus, and of course being positive. Yeah, because it's all in the mind. Everyone has 24 hours a day. If you treat that day as a bad day, it's going to be a bad day. So how you think about your day is a daily effort to think positively. Yeah, and also to make sure that you are productive. Your time management is important because everyone is given the same amount of time every day, but how you make use of your hours, what you are doing. No procrastination for sure for me. I try to make sure whatever task I've assigned for that day, it will be completed at the end of the day.
Right. How many tasks do you have a day, or do you set it in the morning or the night before?
Okay, usually I will set weekly tasks first, then every daily in the morning I will refresh, like what I have to do for that day. So it could be 5 to 10 tasks depending, on my schedule for that day. But I will make sure I sleep properly, like, from 12 to 8. So I sleep 8 hours a day.
Nice.
I feel that, having enough sleep is super, super important.
Agreed. So
Yeah,
hard work, discipline, consistency, would you say would be what?
Being focused, being positive as well.
Is what everybody should have, or the qualities they should have if they want to consider joining real estate?
Yes, definitely you have to have these traits. But of course, above that, how you can be different from other agents. I feel that the most important thing to be successful in this line is having integrity. Because, money you can earn from all sorts of deals, but how you make the money is important. You need to have the right values in life in order to go far.
Wow, that's very impressive. So I asked Gina this before, like on some mornings when I wake up, I don't feel motivated to do like anything, right? But I see Gina is always very alert, very available, and very motivated each and every morning. Do you have any mornings where you feel like you don't really want to work today, or are you always someone who wakes up and then are super driven in, like, the first thing you wake up is work? Or do you think about like, I don't want to work today, for example?
Okay, generally most of the time I'm super energetic. Yeah, and I'm focused. I know what I want to achieve in my life. So my source of motivation, is being a provider. to my family, my parents, my pets. So that is my source of motivation. Yeah, I work hard for others, to give to my family. Yeah, and end of the day, I feel that we are all human. We definitely need a break in between. Of course, there are mornings that I don't feel like working. Yeah, maybe I lost a deal. I just needed that few hours to recharge. So I'll take some time off. Sometimes I take a short trip, like 3 4 days, and then get freshened up, come back, start afresh. So I feel you need to manage your emotions as well. There's no point to dwell over a failure for more than a day. Honestly, for me, I know some deals can be really quite huge, and if you lose that deal, it can be painful, but you need to know how to move on. Yeah, and definitely this is a long-term career for me. It's not that one deal only. To me, I'm looking forward to other deals also. So I constantly build on my other deals, not just that one deal. So I can let go easily if it doesn't turn out well.
So our next question is like, what would your, like say, what is the biggest deal that you have closed in your career? Is there one deal? Okay, if you don't mind sharing.
In terms of the commission?
In terms of like maybe how much is the property worth, and like, or maybe if that's what you want to share.
If for real estate agents, we definitely look at the monthly commission or that. Yeah, and of course, if you are talking about monetary terms, the biggest commission I've gotten in a deal was about 1.1 mil.
Whoa, nice.
Yeah.
So that was like a good class bungalow, or like
It was a condominium.
Condominium. So, what skill would you need? Would you say to close a $1.1 million commission deal in Singapore in real estate?
Knowing your product well, number one. Number two, you must know the market well. Number three, you must be very efficient and responsive when your customers ask for information. So for me, I will do my research, I'll do my homework before recommending houses to my clients. So when they told me what they are looking for, I shortlisted a couple of suitable listings for them. So it wasn't, straight away you can clock something like that. You need to do your background checks, what they are looking for. You need to understand your clients. So I think listening is very important. You need to listen to your clients.
How long do you take to serve that client before you close the deal?
I actually served them for more than 6 months.
Wow, okay.
So it took a while to close, but of course they were flying in and out. So you have to do your homework when they are in Singapore. You have to make use of the time frame they give you and show them what is suitable for them.
So you showed them many properties within the 6 months until they finally found one that they really loved.
Yeah.
So what made that click at the last decision for them? What was it about the property that made them want to?
It was suitable as a family house.
Right.
Yeah. So you have to see what your customers are looking for. If it is purely for investment, then it's more of the numbers. But for somebody looking for the family, how the house serves them, how it can help to bond the family together. Yeah, there are so many factors emotionally as well for them. How it can be a home. It's not just a number. Yeah.
So you match exactly the requirements and then they pulled the trigger.
Yes.
Yeah. So I guess for all those who are watching, if you want to close your next $1 million deal, then fulfill as many of the check boxes of your clients as possible, and don't give up. Right, it took her 6 months to close the deal. So doesn't mean that within the first few viewings that they didn't close means they are not going to buy. So I think perseverance is important. And
it takes time, to answer what they are looking for. You need to be focused, you need to serve, and you need to know what their requirements are, not just blindly showing them. We are not tour guides.
So how do you feel when you closed that deal? Was there any like celebration, or like did you just felt like it was deserving of?
I didn't have any special celebration.
Really?
Yeah, but I
Well,
got a big trophy.
Okay.
Yeah, that was like the only celebration. So to me, it's just another deal. I move on. Every month is a new month, so I never, just be stuck there, being happy and then stop working for that year. No, I continue working. So the next month is a new month. Yeah, I set new goals for myself.
So immediately after you closed the deal, you didn't think of like flying to
No.
Europe to enjoy and
No,
have a
I
good
just
meal?
put my benchmark higher
Wow.
to achieve more.
That's a top achiever for you guys. Don't just go travel like me. No, not that I do,
Yeah.
but like, yeah. So, which deal did you close that made you feel the most like satisfaction? Was it that deal, or is it like other deals that made you feel, like emotional?
There are many deals that I have achieved that I felt proud of, especially when the clients met me for the first time. So there are many clients that bought the first day meeting me.
First day.
Yeah,
Wow.
for new launches as well. So
Nice.
to me, it's really, something I feel satisfied and fulfilled because they trust what I advise them without looking at my background. Yeah, it's just my presentation to them and how I compare facts and numbers and how I advise them to, make them have the courage or, make the decision on the day itself when I first met them.
So you felt that was even more satisfying than the 6 months deal because
Yes.
like you really had to have everything clicking in the knowledge in one session,
Yes.
and then they bought.
Yes.
Right. Amazing.
Yeah, it's really, the years of knowledge, the years of expertise in the field that you can advise them confidently. Yeah.
Okay, so were there any deals in your career that were also like big quantums that didn't go your way? What takeaways did you have from that, and how did it make you stronger, or did you have any like negative feelings about it?
I definitely lost a few deals throughout my career. So sometimes some deals are not within my control. If a person decided, that he might want to go to another agent after seeking my expertise and wanting to buy from a relative, for example, that is not within my control. But I know of buyers who do that, yeah, in order to have a comparison, of what is best in the market and seeking my expertise, but ended up buying from a friend or relative. So it has happened a few times before, but I wouldn't blame them, End of the day, I feel proud that they at least seek for my advice, but of course, they didn't continue with it because they wanted to probably support their own friend or family member. So I would just move on because there's no point to be angry. Yeah.
So
we just move on.
if another agent has met with this situation as well, would you tell them to also just?
It's okay. Some deals are not meant to be.
Is it? Yeah.
Yeah, I feel that certain people are out there to do such things. They want to make use of some other agents, but in the end, they know that they will go back to their own friend or family. So it's okay. You never know, right? So you just serve. Maybe one day when they need to sell, they realize that you're a better agent.
Right.
They might still come back to you.
Right. So you never know the expertise you put out, the knowledge you put out. One day they will still come back.
Yes.
Has that happened to you before?
Definitely, because they didn't manage to sell their property through the other agent, so they have to come back to me.
Right.
Yeah, so I wouldn't say no to them because to me, this is business. I won't hold grudges and say, no, I'm not going to serve you. Yeah, I will still take out the duty and serve them. Yeah, so to me, it is a business. Yeah, I won't be holding negative feelings towards them.
So having your knowledge right and just serving to the best of ability, you never know who might come back and who might continue working with you in the future and maybe even refer you? Have you had many referrals as well?
I do. Yeah,
So-
people who I served more than 10 years ago, they see that I've been, achieving, I'm growing, I'm also helping many others fulfill their dreams. So they come back to me when they see that I'm doing well. They are also proud of me. They sometimes, they congratulate me, they support me, and they refer cases to me.
Nice. So how do you feel when the clients come back?
It is the best testament already, that they trust your expertise and they want you to serve them or their family members.
Has many of them also become your friends or like?
Yeah, I have friends and even some coming into the industry as well.
Right.
So they become real estate agents. Yeah.
So for those who don't know, I also joined Gina because I saw how just incredibly hardworking she is. Over the years, she's like, and also a bit of a fate thing, like over the years, like somehow two of my friends or people who wanted to join initially all end up under Gina. And then like I was like, who's this Gina? Like, why is she always, on my radar? So I guess she has been like putting out that beacon of like I'm a productive and a nice person, because they all say that this woman is actually very, very nice. I'm like, who is this Gina? Like I keep wondering, and then finally I met her. And then I was like, okay, then here we are, which is quite cool. Like it's a full circle moment, and now I'm like interviewing you, which is quite interesting. Yeah. So just now we talked a bit about like you, you mentioned that you work very hard because of your family, right? And that's your main motivator. Like, why is that? Like, yeah, is that like a is there like a deeper
I
meaning?
have 4 siblings, and during my younger days, I started working early. So I just love giving to my family. I feel happy when they receive things from me as well. So I have yearly family trips that I sponsor everyone, even though I'm not the oldest in the family. Yeah, I'm actually the 4th girl.
Oh,
Yeah, so
really? I
I
did not
love
know
to I love to give, and I will just like, buy trips, spend on them, and feel happy by being able to give to them.
Do you find that spending money on your family feels better, or buying something for yourself?
Honestly, I feel happier buying things for them.
Yeah.
To me, material things are not that important. Yeah.
So what kind of satisfaction do they get when they receive the gift from you? Are they very grateful and happy?
I think it's more for the experiences. Like when I sponsor a trip, they feel happy. It's a family bonding time. Yeah, we seldom had chances to travel as a whole family together. So it's actually something fulfilling to me.
What's the most memorable trip you bought for your family? Or like, where do you go?
We went to New Zealand last year. So we had 2 cars. We self-drove.
Oh yeah.
It was a 10-day trip. So it was pretty amazing because, it's a long flight, and my parents went, my siblings went. Yeah, it was beautiful because I prefer to go for such trips rather than to go shopping.
So like, I know you're very, very busy, and every time clients will message you on your trip. So how do you stay connected and available when you're always on your trips? Because I know that you reply almost wherever you are around the world. Like, how do you do that?
Of course, I also have partners in Singapore. If I am away, I can get my partners to help me show. But of course, when clients message me, if I'm awake, I definitely will try to reply as soon as possible. Yeah, because we still need to be responsive and contactable. I think that is important. So I'll make sure my Wi-Fi is working fine. Yeah.
You need to have a hotel with good Wi-Fi.
Yeah.
So how do you like? Are you in like holiday mode, or are you in like work holiday mode? Because for me, like when I'm on holiday, I tend to really switch off a bit, and then I'm like, okay, this is my time, and then when I come back to Singapore, then I would restart the engine, which also is a bit difficult because when I'm in like work mode, I'm like, in a flow. And then when I go holiday, I'm like another flow. And then I come back, it's like I break the momentum of what I was doing before. And then I take a week to recover. But then I think for you, it's like you're always working and having the
Yeah, for
motivation
me,
to?
I will still be alert, when my customers message me, I will still be actively messaging back. But of course, there are certain hours that, okay, now I'm going to like fully enjoy my trip. I will just stay away from my phone. Yeah, but definitely I'll check within 2 hours. I wouldn't want to miss out on any deals also.
Right.
So I try, to juggle between traveling and concurrently working at the same time.
Do you think about new launches and resale things while you're like on your road trips, or do you mostly focus on the
Honestly, I do think of like new ideas, creative ideas on my marketing. So definitely when you are in a different environment, different ideas come to you. And I always like journal
you
my
journal?
ideas down. Yeah.
So
Write
you
down.
journal every single day? Because I know journaling is very important and very powerful. So for those who don't know.
I try to, but not every day. I try to journal down my thoughts, my new ideas, how I can improve, things I want to learn. Yeah, so I will write down.
Do you look back on your journal entries or?
Yeah, I do. It's interesting because like sometimes what you want 5 years back may not be what you want now. So different stages of life, you may want different things.
So how is the Gina from 5 years ago or like 10 years ago in her journal differ from the Gina that is in front of me now?
In terms of the achievements, like in terms of the goals, I do achieve what I wanted to achieve. But more of the time, I try to balance more, like to have more family time, to bring my parents out more, to travel a little bit more. Yeah, but in terms of the goals, the directions, it has always been very clear, every yearly at least I must hit a millionaire award. Yeah, so that is my baseline. I need to achieve that every year.
So when you say you achieve that, you are at least your bare minimum goal has been met. Then you can like relax a bit or still very chiong?
I definitely will relax a little bit, but I won't say like completely let go and just do nothing. I will still continue to work and build on my next year, listings and all that. Yeah, I will continue working.
Nice. So what was your goal like 10 years ago? What was your big goal? What was that thing you wanted to achieve?
Honestly, it was to buy a landed for my whole family to live in. Yeah, so I did achieve the goal 3 years ago.
So for those who don't realize, we're actually in Gina's home. This is her chair, her couch, her dog, her wooden floor. And yeah, Gina bought this house 2 years ago. I think I was there when you were doing some of the paperwork and then you were wanting to close this house. It's a very, very beautiful house. If I have a chance, I would do a quick tour for you guys. So what made you, oh yeah, this house is worth about $7 to $8 million. So very impressive. To do this in her 30s, it's not an easy task. I don't think for anybody. It's quite a big quantum in Singapore. Landed is not cheap here. For those who are watching overseas, Singapore properties are really expensive, but the market is really good here. So a lot of people aspire to buy a landed property in Singapore. So what made Gina, you wanted to buy this particular house for yourself?
It is a goal that I set for myself, to give to my family, to have everyone under one roof. Yeah, so basically I have this goal since I was young. So it is a dream come true for me.
Come true. So how did it feel when you managed to actually sign and close to purchase this house?
Super happy.
Was it the happiest moment of your life?
I would say one of the most fulfilling moments.
I know you mentioned that, I think I heard you said that now you're going to work harder, because this house you need to pay and then also have more to have this lifestyle.
The enjoyment of achieving this is really not the material thing itself, but getting this home for my family where everyone can stay together and my dogs can run around. Yeah, it was really not just the house itself, but a home for everyone. So that is why it's so fulfilling. It's not for myself, but for everyone.
So how did your family enjoyed this house for the last 3 years.
They love it. They have parties quite often. They
Yeah.
invite their friends here as well.
Yeah.
So most of the birthday parties are held here.
Mm.
I do organize my team gatherings here as well.
This is the second floor in the living room, and
Yeah.
it's like a huge space where we had a lot like KTV sessions as well. So
Yeah.
very, very nice space. If you have a chance to come, if you're under Gina's team, you'll be very impressed by the view. I know I was sitting outside the lawn in the balcony, and like I didn't want to like leave. It's like a resort here. So what made you actually buy this particular house? Was there like was there any one factor?
There wasn't a clear goal like where I want to buy, but it was really love at first sight. Yeah, it wasn't something I planned out, or it has to be in which district or within how much. It was just, like the moment I stepped in, I saw the high ceiling. The design is one of a kind, so I really fell in love with it.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, you told me it was a famous designer who did this.
Yeah, Ernesto Beckma.
Ernesto Beckma.
Yeah.
So yeah, she mentioned that there's like designed like a top architect for other
For
big
GCBs,
projects.
villas,
Right.
resorts and all.
So I guess for those who are serving clients, even Gina as a real estate agent, she bought the house not based on where or what or which district, right? It's more on the feeling and the emotion and how the home made her feel like this is the right home. So I guess if you're showing houses in this quantum, then just keep showing until the client falls in love with it, I think, right? Would you say that as a good strategy, or would you...
Definitely buying a house for your own use, there will be an emotional element that you need to fulfill. You need to make sure that they love the place, it's suitable for their family. It's not just about the numbers anymore.
So would you say this is the most like fulfilling purchase you've ever had in your life? Or would you, is there something else that you want to buy? A bigger house maybe?
Not really. I don't crave for a bigger house. Yeah, but I think in terms of purchasing something, what makes me feel fulfilled is also, the family trips that we have. Yeah, those purchases where we can experience things together. Yeah, those are actually fulfilling, very fulfilling as well. Yeah, like we went New Zealand and then I took my family on a helicopter ride.
Wow.
Yeah, and it was a surprise for my family also. Like I didn't mention anything to them, and we were on a flight up a snow-capped mountain. So it was so beautiful.
Did your family really was
They
in
loved
awe?
it. Yeah, it was such a memorable moment.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I know like many times in Singapore we can get really busy, and then but when there are these moments where we have that moment like we are like total peace. I don't know if your family felt that way up the helicopter, but I felt that way when I was in Iceland in like middle of nowhere with like black sand and a mountain. It was quiet. I felt like I could literally just
Everything frozen in time.
just die there maybe and feel like at peace.
And you are with your loved ones.
Yeah, like
That's the most
I felt
important.
one with But in Singapore, I guess we have to work really, really hard as well to.
So it's always important to reflect on your life. I would do that on a daily basis.
Really?
Honestly, yeah. I will, because I want to make sure that I live a fulfilling life.
When do you reflect? Like during your day or at night or?
Usually at night.
Before you sleep.
At the end of the day, I will just reflect on how I can be a better person.
Wow.
How I can learn new things. What are the courses out there that I can take up to improve? Yeah, it's a daily improvement.
So what do you want to improve about?
I want to learn new skills. Like I took up golfing. I want to learn more cooking skills. Different things just to experience more things. Yeah. That is what something money can't buy, right?
Yeah.
I don't crave for bags. I don't crave for shoes. I crave for experiences that, I can have a lasting memory.
So I just want to, because I recently found out that Gina bought an Aston Martin. So I just want to have a sense of like vicariously living through you, like when you sign to buy, what do you have like this vision you're going to drive that car, or like I know Gina had a Ferrari before. So how did driving those car, make you feel, and why do you buy that?
Okay. It is like a milestone for me. Every time I set a goal, I achieve it. I want to make sure that it is something that I wanted and I achieved. So there is a meaning, I will work hard towards my goal and that I'm capable enough to achieve those goals. So that is the fulfillment of it, that I can achieve what I want.
And when you're driving, when you bought and you drove the car in it around your viewings, and how does it feel to drive a Ferrari? Because I would never, for now, I don't know. Maybe one day.
To me, it's more of the journey of achieving, that goal. So I actually enjoy the journey more than the end result itself. Yeah, of course, it's nice to drive around in a nice car, but the journey actually makes me stronger. I have had failures, plenty of failures before. So that journey makes me stronger. It makes my mind stronger. So in fact, I enjoy the journey more.
So the car is not really the destination. It's just
it's
thing.
Just a goal.
It's
just like my trophies, like I will aim to get that trophy, like example 6-figure in a month. And then when I get that trophy, okay, I will move on. I will be planning for my next goal. So I don't stop. I don't stop with that goal. I will move on. And I'm not the kind that will just sit on it. After I achieve something, I don't just sit on it. I will just, aim for something bigger and push myself further.
Right. So you're not one to take the trophy and then like pat it like a little, diamond jewelry every single day and like fall in love with it. It's just an object, a representation of what you achieve, but you won't dwell on it. Yeah, that's very nice. So what made you sell the Ferrari the first time around when you bought it? After you bought it?
I like to change my cars.
Oh, you like to change cars?
Now and then, so just for the experience of it.
So
but if I look back on what I've achieved, right, these are really, the in-between goals I have in my life. But the material things really don't matter that much. It's really having that goal in your mind and achieving them. That is the most important. Having faith in yourself and pushing yourself to reach that goal.
So for someone who has a goal, like most people has this goal to, let's say, get a really nice car and a very nice house as the base, like, end goal. Like, what would you say to these people? Like, is that something good to have, or is it not really the end goal, would you say?
It is a good thing to have a clear vision of what you want to achieve, but ultimately, don't think of it as that's the destination. You must enjoy the journey to achieve that goal, and it's really pushing yourself, finding yourself, finding what you have in you, discovering more about yourself. More than the goal itself.
For you, life.
It's more of self-discovery.
Right. So learning about yourself along the way.
And pushing yourself to your limit. Like really pushing yourself out there to achieve things that you think you can achieve.
So as your dreams got bigger and bigger as you push and maxed out your previous limit, do you feel like you can see more or like have more?
Definitely, in real estate, like for us, everyone can be a top achiever. So there's like so much things to achieve. You can be the top achiever, you can be the top leader, you can be the top team, you can be anything. So sky's the limit. So I wouldn't say there's a limit to what we can achieve. It's just that at different stages of your life you want different things. So maybe now you may want to be the top 5 achievers, right? But 10 years down the road, maybe you want to be the top leader to help others achieve their goals as well. So it changes as you grow.
So for real estate, that's why you got into it, because the sky's the limit. There's a lot of possibilities. There's no cap like a regular job, right? Like no one to tell you what to do and limit your like promotion or what. You really can do whatever you.
We are self-employed. There's nobody to push you every day. of course, your manager is there to guide you, but it's not like a fixed job where you need to report to someone. So you have to have that in you, your self-discipline, your focus, what you want to achieve. So you have to push yourself every day.
So, because there's no boss, no one telling you what to do, you've got to find your own reason to push yourself. Is that what you're saying?
You must know why you are working hard. Who is your source of motivation? Is it somebody you care for, your pets, Yeah.
So do you see that image every time you work hard? The image of your pets and your family flash before you, or like is it like it's really ingrained in you?
It's in me that I love to give to them. So I know I'm working hard for them. So it gives me the motivation to work hard.
Nice.
Yeah. So every day I work hard, for them.
So what's your big goal now? Like, because now I don't know what more, if I were you, would I want? So, there's always more, but what do you?
I wouldn't say in terms of monetary, I want more things, but more, of course, I want to have more time for my family. I would say that is important to me to bring them around the world, to travel more. So if there's one goal that I want to work on, of course, to actually travel more.
So your bucket list is travel, or usually with your family.
Yeah.
Nice. Do you find achieving your monthly and yearly target, like commission target, more fulfilling, or like right now building a team and like giving back to your teammates? Is that or is it like 50-50?
I would say the management of people is very different from doing my own sales. So the fulfillment is very, very different. Yeah, it is something that really touches my heart when I see my people doing well. So it's a very, very satisfying thing when you see people closing deals and having changes in their life and giving back to their family. I think that is something that is even more satisfying than closing my own sales. It's a different kind of happiness.
Right. So, how big a team do you have now?
I have 80 over people in my team.
So do a lot of people need your advice and your help to do this business?
Yeah, I do treat my people as my friends. So I go out with them. It's not just like a manager and associate role. So I care for them. I listen to their stories and I am an open person. I will share my life with them and then we will exchange ideas, share our emotions, share our thoughts. So to me, it is even more fulfilling, than all my sales, all that, because I make new friends. Yeah, I have an impact on people's life. It's something very different.
Very nice. So I have 3 questions that I ask at the end of every interview.
Okay.
The first question is, if you could leave the world with one message based on everything you've learned, what would it be?
Live a meaningful life that you have no regrets. Live for yourself and be happy.
Okay, very good. What do you think is the most beautiful part of being alive?
Being loved and be able to give love to others.
If you could trade lives with anyone alive or dead right now, would you do it? And if so, who would it be? And if not, why not?
I'm happy with my life now. I think I can still give more. So what I would say is that I would definitely want to help more animals. Yeah, and of course give back to the society. So I would make use of my remaining life to have a bigger impact on the society and animals.
So you won't trade lives with anybody? I think most of us would think we want
Something better
yeah,
or-
something
yeah.
better, something we trade our lives, but then maybe we realize that actually our life is what
Good
makes
enough,
it
yeah.
unique and special. So no matter how much you have or don't have, like it's still your life, and you may want to live it to the end to see it through, not just trade it away.
How about you?
Yeah, I used to look at other people's life like, oh, I wish I could be like someone richer, I guess, someone who has a nice house and everything. And I think for a good time until many years ago, I still feel that way. But then now I'm looking back, I'm like, oh, I'm here to have my own unique experience. Whatever setback, whatever doubts and fears and dark times I had, all led me up to this moment. And so I'm grateful for my life. And I would never want to treat my parents with anybody else. Like I wouldn't want to, you know, because I have a good life, I have a good family, I have everything. So like, why would I want to treat my life with anybody? I have so much to give as myself. Yeah. So, yes. So thank you, Gina, for this wonderful interview podcast session that we had. I think most of you would have learned a lot from this
And from
session.
John as well.
I think more for you, yeah. So, yeah. So, how can people contact you if they want to be part of your industry, or you know?
They can follow me on IG. It's Gina, GINATNG, Gina Tng.
Yes. If anybody wants to be part of her team, if you're an aspiring real estate agent, you can always hit Gina up on social media
Or
and
John.
or me. And yeah, we can start your career if this is what you think suits you. Otherwise, thank you so much for today, and we will see you guys in the next podcast. Yeah. Bye. Yay. We did it.
Your first